What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy NextGen720, and I'm back with another video. Today's video is sponsored by my man, RXL209. If you don't know who RXL209 or why today's video was sponsored by him, let me tell you who RXL209 is. He's a troll of all trolls. But not only is the troll of all trolls, he's the only Mexican troll on YouTube. Now, with that being said, guys, I have yet to really, I said I was going to do a full review of my whole gaming PC and stuff. Like I said, I haven't really played it because of the shit I've been going on here with my shoulders. So, it's really uncomfortable for me to sit up and game. Like I said, it hurts. And, I just got my staples out yesterday, so I will be doing gaming now on my PC. But I played, he called me out, and I cracked his ass in NBA 2K13. And I played him with one hand, Not only did he have the Miami Heat, the best team on the game, I had one on. And I told you this what happened to you, This guy's so much of a troll is that I didn't, like I said, I haven't played anything on this system, really. And he's, like I said, he's so much of a troll is that you had to do something what you call video performance. And I didn't do that first before I took the game online. It was like real choppy and shit. I said, bro, we can't play. It was moving like 2 frames. It's like we was playing like on AOL or Dollop or something. Like this shit was just that choppy. And he was like, no, alright. So I quit and they gave him the win. He said, I'm gonna screen cap this and do a video about it. This guy's a troll. But anyway, shout out to RXL. And whenever you want that rematch, nigga, holla at me. This time, I'm gonna have 2 hands, so it's gonna be even worse, nigga. You better grab the USA team from 92, bro, because you ain't beating me, man. Now, on to today's video. Now, the reason why I'm making this video here, you guys say that all I do is hate on Nintendo, and I'm not going to say this shit again. I wouldn't hate on something that I spent over $1,500 for, just the dumbest shit ever. I just don't, if Nintendo do some bullshit, I'm going to call them out on it. That's all. Now, the reason why this video is funny because one of you guys, one of my subscribers or whatever the case is, talk shit. You're saying once Dragon Quest comes out, the Wii U sales are going to pick up, and I don't even know what the fuck, like I said, Dragon Quest, something I never played. The game was not on my radar. But I do realize that RPGs are really big in Japan. They're like American shooters. That's how they are. Like now Americas in Europe, we love Call of Duty or Battlefield. That's how Japan or in Asia, the whole market is about their RPGs. Now, and it was waiting for this game, Dragon Quest to come out. There you go. And wow, and like I said, what stuck out of my head because at the beginning of the week, Dr. Trey hit me up on Skype and was like, "Yeah, the Wii U outsold the PS3 in Japan." I'm like, okay, maybe it was actually because of the launch of this Dragon Quest game. But like I tell you guys in time again, the Wii U is not the PlayStation 3 competition or the Xbox 360 competition. The Wii U's competition is the PS4 and the 720. But anyway, the name of this article says Dragon Quest Action and Wii U opening sales are really, really bad. To put this, it says Square Enix expressed disappointment a couple months ago with the performance of Dragon Quest on the Wii. Despite MMO outpacing the sales and subscription retention of Final Fantasy X1, go figure, the most powerful Final Fantasy ever. With the release of the Wii U port around the corner, I was sure that those numbers would improve and turn Square Enix frown around. The game released last week as its opening sales were not good. They were really bad. Not really bad. They were just downright horrible. Only 33,000 units were sold. Well, pushes right under the Vita port of Demon's Blade. I was expecting super huge numbers of considering it's a port and all, but a Dragon Quest game doing that poorly, that's really disappointing. Now, to put that in perspective and see how low in these numbers really are, and like the Wii U has going to have to do something, is because Dragon Quest, X, when it launched on the Wii, launch week numbers was like over 400,000. Over 400,000. And I'm talking about Wii U bundle sales, That shit sold over 400,000. And for this game to only sell 33,000 units, this was a whole bundle pack thing here too, That's really, really bad, And look at not only also that week, you had another game that came out for Nintendo Wii U, and it was a exclusive, the game Wario, and that shit only sold 22,000 units. And listen, you guys can mark my word on this. Like I said it before in the past, and I'm gonna say this again. The Nintendo was, to me, and they're gonna fail unless they get it together. They're banking on lightning striking twice. And I said this, they're trying to take the same business model that they had with the Wii and take it into this generation. That is not going to work. You know why? Prime example. I bought my daughter a Wii. When they were all published, I bought her a Wii. You know what I mean? She played with it for about a year, and then she said, Dad, I want a PS3 or 360. I can play with my friends online. I want to talk to my friends. I want to do X, Y, Y. And you know what I mean? And so as a child, like prime example, I was a kid and I was big on Nintendo. You know what I mean? But as I got older and got more mature, I couldn't fix my gaming needs on the N64. I had to get the PlayStation. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? It's like, as a gamer, you get mature, you want more adult type games or whatever. Just imagine Nintendo's trying to rehash these same IPs over and over. How many times are you gonna play Mario Kart? How many times are you gonna play fucking Super Mario Brothers? How many like these Luigi games? Think about it. How dope would this be if Nintendo put out an M-rated game, a mature game? You get motherfuckers like me excited going out to play it. You get motherfuckers like Hard 8. Then you still have the Nintendo fans like the Great White Knight Shokyo, I call him the New Brown Knight now, or Dr. Gaptooth, or Dr. Dicksucker, you know what I mean? They will still go out and buy this game. Like, that will be huge. Nintendo needs some new IP. And I'm not talking about some rehash Nintendo Land. I'm talking about a real good game, you know what I mean? But like, come on, go out on a limb, you know what I mean? Like, Nintendo has that same artsy, fartsy, kitty, cartoony graphic style since I was a young, you know what I mean? And like I said, studies been done. Like kids do, they they do recognize, stimulate or go towards like more cartoony type characters, colorful. It attracts their eyes. What I mean. Prime example. I'll play video games, NBA 2K13 or Mortal Kombat. My daughter won't give a shit. But as soon as my wife sit down and play, Super Mario Brothers U, she's stuck all over that TV or all in it. It's real colorful. It sticks out to her. But Nintendo, think outside the box. You know what I mean? Make a mature rated game, or you know what I mean, something. I ain't saying you guys got to put out a Grand Theft Auto, but just do some other shit. You know what I mean? Just think about Nintendo doing a game, a shooter, or a a really nice third person Splinter Cell type game. You know what I mean? That's what to me what Nintendo needs to do. Like, come on, think outside the box. Like motherfuckers are sick and tired of Mario, man. Like, come on. Like, like I said, me personally, I don't consider Super Smash Brothers as being a fighting game, but that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? That's to me a bunch of low ass characters. Woo! Scream. And listen, just because I don't like it, but motherfucker, prime example, BG, he loves it. I remember him and Hard Hit was going back and forth, arguing in the Skype call. Well, not really arguing, but going back and forth in the Skype call, talking about he was saying how big Super Smash Brothers is, and Hardy had this point. Like me personally, I couldn't care about Super Smash Brothers. Like I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? That's just not me. Don't like it. Don't care for it. But I'm just saying that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that would not be a big hit for the Wii U because you got people that likes that game. And it was just cool. That's one thing. If one person in a group that likes it, just because I don't like it, doesn't mean that it may not be good for their business. But outside of that, just think about Nintendo doing a mature type game. That would be dope. You know what I mean? Like you said, that would have me. I'm not saying all games have to be mature, but or graphic or have cursors for me to like it. But do something different. Think outside the box. Because you think about Nintendo, you think about family oriented, kids, wholesome Nintendo. I remember, take you guys back, and not to get on my soapbox, I remember when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out. Real talk. I never forget this shit. It was before Grand Theft Auto 3 was as big as it was. Before Grand Theft, because you had Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2 for the regular PlayStation. They were like these 2D, over camera view. But then then Grand Theft Auto 3 came out on the PlayStation 2. This is before Rockstar was, as big as they were. You know what I mean? Nintendo didn't want that game on their platform. You know what I mean? I remember parents were boycotting to the street and Grand Theft where you get to kill hookers. And Nintendo said, no, you're not going to put that on my wholesome system. It wasn't just about the disc size, because now for nothing, the Xbox 360 always launched games on multiple discs. You know what I mean? Wasn't that? And you think about it back then, games are what is nowhere as big as they are now. You know what I mean? So they could have put a whole Grand Theft Auto on one disc. Nintendo didn't want that shit on their system. They didn't want to outrage the parents. See, Nintendo has to get outside the box of trying to be everyone's parent. These kids have a mom and dad at home. You know what I mean? If their mother and father don't want them to play the game, then they won't buy for them. You know, plain and simple. But until you do realize that, you know, you think about it, children play games, but adults buy games also. You know what I mean? See, I'm an adult, I buy my own games. So, you know what I mean? So I'm going to spend more money in GameStop than a kid would. You think about kids get games for their birthday, they get them around Christmas. I mean, I get shit all year long. You know what I mean? That's real talk. But like I said, Nintendo's going to have to do something and think outside the box, because these rehash, you know, titles are not making it, they're not cutting it, man. But anyway, I'm about to wrap this video up. In the comment section, leave me below. What do you think Nintendo's going to have to do to turn this thing around? A, price stop. I'm saying price stop. Price drop. I say B, a new IP. You know, besides just Mario shit, make you know, a game that would appeal to, like, you know, the adult people out there. You know what I mean? I ain't saying they gotta be a kill bitch slut type game, but anything, you know what I mean? Some real shit. A game like make something like The Witcher 3, but with a Nintendo twist, like something, you know what I mean? But anyway, let me know what you guys think, man. And as I always say, bang, bang. Ah, damn, dog, Dragon X Quest only sold 33,000 units.